why Chelsea are struggling so badly, how they're going to turn things around, and how Manchester United got themselves a win, but there are still a few things that need to be smoothed out, and they are very heavy creases, it does seem to say, when I'm telling you that things need ironing out there. But let's start with the title race right now. I want to talk to you about Liverpool, a team that you follow very closely, Janusz. Are they quietly going about their business and proving themselves to be a title challenger again this season?
Yeah, I mean, surprisingly, and the reason that I kind of like it is because it's still far away from, I don't even want to say perfection, but from being excellent, and that level of excellence we've seen from Jurgen Klopp in the past. Of course, they're nowhere near there, but I don't think they were considered that ahead of the season. So given the position and given the, last few games, I think the important players are getting better. I think we're still nowhere near to what we're going to see from that midfield, and the best is yet to come. I do believe the best is yet to come from Darwin Nunez, and I think that, I just wonder. Of course, Pep will never admit that, but I think given what he's seeing right now, he's thinking, "My goodness, my old nemesis is back," because he sees what's happening there, right? And Arsenal has, I don't want to just judge that on the last game, and because they could have easily won that game, but I just think that I'm not sure that either Liverpool or Arsenal will truly challenge Manchester City. Let's start with that. But if there was a team, I mean, Manchester City, if they do what they're capable of, neither Liverpool or Arsenal will win the title. I mean, we're seeing that even now unfolding with key players. We'll see that even without Rodri. I really do feel that way. And, the De Bruynes of the world and Stones still not available. So let's start with that. But if there was to be a challenge, because City drops off a little bit and allows others to come in, I do think that Pep is thinking, which is a tougher opponent? Which squad am I looking at? And the makeup of the team, the profile of player that is more dangerous. And for me, that's clearly Liverpool, because I think ultimately, if you look at Liverpool and say compare them to Arsenal, I think they're still a little bit more talented. They're deeper, and they are certainly much more physical team, which is key to beating or getting close to Manchester City. And if it was somehow where you needed points, if you needed to take away points from Manchester City, well, we know that Liverpool very much capable of doing that, in the recent history. We know Arsenal's history against Manchester City, which isn't good. And, okay, I mean, I don't want to take the Community Shield away, but, they haven't beaten them in regulation, I don't know how long. So Manchester City are not great, but it's just massive team physically. I mean, if you get to see him in person, Liverpool is that team that's much closer in that. And as I've said, in terms of going forward in open games, deeper in talent, I think. And look, I love Saka, Martinelli, and Leandro Trossard, but I think if Liverpool gets going with the Jotas and Gakpos and Darwin Nunez's and Salah is already there, I think they're a better team.
Give me a quick word on Dominic Szoboszlai, because what a transition this has been into the Premier League for him.
Yeah, I mean, the best is yet to come, and so I'm consistent with that. It's tremendous. I mean, you have that engine room that we felt that was going to be difficult to replace, and that starts all the way back to when Gini Wijnaldum leaving, and obviously Henderson at his best, and Fabinho's and all that. And you look at McAllister, you look at that ball over the top, perfect, right? Liverpool needs more of that. They used to have that in the past, Xabi Alonso, against low-lying defense. The kind of unexpected ball, because nobody thinks that you can just kind of put that behind the back four somehow. And we saw that from Szoboszlai on that goal against Curtis Jones that was an offside position, rightfully so. I think Szoboszlai is just getting going. He won't be the first one under Jurgen Klopp. It takes a while for certain players to do that. Curtis Jones, I think, is doing a pretty good job. That midfield, all of a sudden, and McAllister, as I mentioned, that ball to Darwin Nunez was tremendous, even though he's not maybe playing in a position that he loves. But I think they're on the right path. Let's put it that way.